We're going to try something completely different this year. It's business succession planning. I'm writing a book on this. This presentation, Launching the Business, is chapter 1 of the book. I have 6 chapters in the book with sub-chapters. And we're doing everything from launching the business to growing and soaring the business to dealing with rough waters. Then we're going to do some pre-planning, pre-exit planning. There's going to be a whole session on that. Then there's a whole session on the exit. And then there's a whole session on post-exit planning. And it should be of interest to you all, but more importantly, I want to give you all tools that you may not be using currently to take out to your clients. And some of you have been in the world of business previously. Everybody has to have a business plan. How many of you have your own business plan? Raise your hands. That's great. How many of your clients have business plans? Our job in this role as an advisor to the client, as a coach to the client, is to help them build their business plan. And every business plan starts with a mission and a vision and values, but a mission statement. And you've got to have goals and objectives. You've got to have strategy and tactics. You've got to evaluate your competition and understand what the risk factors of the business are. And then you have to have an exit plan. Every business plan begins at the exit. And you have to evaluate what your exit plan is at the beginning. If you don't have the end in mind when you start your business, then your business plan is incomplete. So let's focus on each of these areas real quick. What's a mission statement? It's a reason to exist. It's your reason to exist. It tells us what the business is and what your overall intention is, okay? So when you're helping your clients build their business plan, the first question you ask is, what's your mission statement? What is your mission? Here's a good example of a mission statement. Walmart, save people money so they can live better. It's very simple. I had cancer when I was 43 years old. I'm 58 today, so I've been lucky enough that I've survived that. When I was recuperating from surgery and cancer for about a month, you start figuring out, what are you going to do with the rest of your life? What is your purpose in life? And so I sat around and I didn't want to go back to work for a big giant law firm, because the big giant law firm was, demanding this and demanding that, and it's billable hours, and there's no soul. And I really did enjoy what I did, and I kind of figured out what my business plan was going to be, and my mission statement was helping clients realize their personal dreams of wealth and freedom. So it's always about helping people. And that's what gives me the juice to get up in the morning every day with Walmart, saving people money. Lowest prices on the planet, right? So they can live better. So it's high quality products is what they try to emphasize. You also have to have a vision statement. And the mission is how does the business exist today? The vision is, where will you be 10 years from now, in the future? How do you envision your business to be in the future? So Nike's example of a vision statement I thought was pretty cool. It was to be the #1 athletic company in the world. And their mission is to make everyone an athlete. So the vision is, they may not be the #1 athletic company in the world today, or they may be, but it's having that vision of where you want to be in the future. And that's going to set the stage for everything else. It's also good to have values. What do you believe in? How will you behave? This sort of sets the tone not only for the business itself, but for the employees and how they should behave within the organization. Again, helping your client realize what their goals are and their objectives are. You've got to have values before you can get there. An example, I thought a good example, was Wegmans' value statement. They're a caring company. They have high standards, meaning that they want everyone who works there to have the highest standards. They want to make a difference in the lives of their employees and their customers. And they want respect and empowerment for all employees, but they also want the employees to treat their customers that way. This is a great value statement. We could all, learn from that. And then the question is, all right, what are goals and objectives? How do they fit in with your mission and your vision? You can't have a business plan without having goals. It's your roadmap. It's saying, I want to bring on $20 million in new assets under management. I want to bring on 15 new clients this year. How you're going to do that is your strategy and your tactics. So the strategy is, well, I think I need to go out and hire a business development person, or I need to get a lead generation engine, or something that's going to enable me to get to those number of clients or generate those assets under management, whatever it is, for my business. For my client's business, the same type of thing. The tactics are, well, the first quarter I'm going to hire this person and I'm going to pay them X, and the second quarter I'm going to hire a trainer, and the third quarter, these are things that get you to implement your strategy. Again, very simply stated, lots of books written on this topic. My book is going to deal somewhat with this topic, but we can refer you to many other resources. There are great resources out there in terms of how to build a strategic plan and how to build a business plan. But the idea is you have to have a plan. You won't succeed without it. The biggest flaw that I see in most business plans is the lack of any evaluation of the competition. So when you're sitting with your clients and they say, hey, here's my business plan, or you ask them, do you have a business plan? And they say, yeah, I'd like to share it with you. Some of the benefit that you're going to give to your clients is your experiences from the past. So some of you in this room have actually built business plans and advised companies on building business plans. I've done it. I left practicing law in the late 90s. For 2 years, I worked for a company that was a startup that George Soros funded. And it was a spin-off of a company called InfoSeek. Remember InfoSeek? Anybody? It was a search engine back in the late 90s. It was a predecessor to Google. And they had their own algorithms and search algorithms. And the commercial information division of that was called Newsreel, and I became the CFO and general counsel of that company. And I did that for 2 years. And I joined a management team that had no idea about business planning. They had never done it before. So we actually brought in executive coaches to help us as a team plan the future of the company. And it was an invaluable experience to me. I didn't make any money doing it, but it was an invaluable experience. And some of the best experiences we have are the failures that we have as well as the successes that we have. The company never really succeeded, but it was a great learning experience. And so the best thing that you can do for your clients is to educate them and show them examples of business plans where competition and risks are really laid out well. Here's a good one. Take a look at Snap's prospectus. The company just went public recently. And Cooley, one of our neighbors here in Reston, took them public out of Palo Alto. And they did a great job. They did a fantastic job of articulating what the competition for Snap is and what the risk factors are. Risk factors are, well, we're a startup business. We may not have enough money to make it down the road. Our technology may become obsolete tomorrow. Our business plan may be flawed. I mean, you just read the risk factors, you get scared and you never want to invest. That's an insurance policy that the lawyers are drafting to protect the Snap management and board of directors. But it's a good way of understanding that there are risk factors in every business, and everyone should evaluate that. It's not like you have to put it front and center like they do in an IPO prospectus, but it's a great learning tool. Look at these prospectuses in different industries and companies that you work with, and that will educate you as to the industry and educate you about the company itself, even though it may not be the same and doing exactly the same thing. And the idea is to recognize that competition always exists. For you in the room, many of you are competitors of each other. What differentiates you from your competitors? That's how you gain a competitive edge over your competitors, and that's how your clients can gain a competitive edge over theirs.